Welcome to this fun explainer. Okay, we are skipping the nonsense today and jumping right into a high-energy adventure to learn the special French spoken in Quebec, Canada. We've designed this specifically for young beginners, so we're going to be putting a lot of words right up on the board for you to read along with. We'll learn the unique sounds, words, and phrases of le français québécois in both French and English. So read the words out loud with me and let's get started.
So let's dive right in with a famous local phrase to get us moving. Un, deux, trois, go. That literally translates to 1, 2, 3, go. You know what's super cool about this? Kids in Quebec actually borrow the English word go when they're playing outside. It's the absolute perfect, energetic way to kick off our learning journey today.
Level 1. Hello, Quebecs. Les salutations.
Look at this first word. Instead of a stiff, formal greeting, friends in Quebec almost always start with a big, cheerful allô. Now, standard textbooks, they might tell you to say something else. But if you walk down the street in Montreal or Quebec City, allô is literally the ultimate icebreaker. Try saying it out loud right now. Allô!
And this brings us to a really big difference you'll see written out here. It's the difference between the French spoken in France and the French spoken in Canada. While kids in France will typically use bonjour in the morning, kids in Quebec will wake up, rub their eyes, and say bon matin, maman, which translates directly to good morning, mom. Bon matin is a true Canadian classic.
Now, if you want to be extra playful, just pop out and yell, coucou. This is a super fun, slightly silly way to say hi. It's kind of like playing peekaboo. It is incredibly popular with kids and families. Just imagine hiding behind your hands and shouting coucou when you reveal your face.
Moving right along to level 2, counting and my world. Moi et mon monde.
The most crucial step is getting our rhythm down. Let's count 1 through 5 on our fingers, reading right off the board. We have un for 1, deux for 2, trois for 3, quatre for 4, and cinq for 5. I highly encourage you to hold up your fingers right now and count along with me. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Awesome. Let's keep that exact same energy going all the way up to 10. 6 is 6. Sept is 7. Huit is 8. Neuf is 9. And 10 is 10. When you put it all together, you can proudly hold up both hands because, as they say in French, j'ai 10 doigts. I have 10 fingers.
Well, now that we can count, let's look at who is actually in our world. Practice looking around your house and pointing out papa for dad or mama for mom. Oh, and we absolutely can't forget our furry friends. If you have pets, go give a big hug to your chien, which is a dog, or your chat, which is a cat. You can even combine what we've learned and say, je vois un chat. I see a cat.
Up next is level 3, colors and arts. Couleurs et arts. Read these magic primary colors out loud with me so we can paint a beautiful picture. We have rouge for red, blue for blue, and jaune for yellow. It's that easy. Whenever you see a fire truck today, you can point and shout, rouge. Let's put it all together by looking out the window and saying, le ciel est bleu, which means the sky is blue. Or you can pick up a crayon and proudly say, je dessine une fleur, meaning I draw a flower. By combining these nouns and colors, you are already speaking full, beautiful sentences.
Moving to level 4, winter clothes and weather. Vêtements et météo.
Okay, let's dive into this step-by-step winter survival guide using some special Quebec vocabulary. Step 1, put on un chandail. That's a nice warm sweater. Step 2, grab un toque. This is the classic Quebecois word for a winter beanie or knit hat. You really won't hear them say bonnet very often. It's all about the toque. And step 3, slip on des mitaines, which are your cozy winter mittens.
Of course, you actually have to know where to put those clothes. You need your toque for your tête, your head, and you need your mitaines for your mains, your hands. Come on, let's make this interactive. Everyone touch your head and say tête, and then clap your hands and say mains.
When you finally step outside, bundled up in your toque and mitaines, and you look outside and see those white flakes falling from the sky, you can shout, regarde, il neige! Look, it is snowing! And if you start shivering, just add, il fait froid! It's cold.
Finally, level 5, travel and yummy food. En route et à table.
Now, instead of the standard French word voiture,
Quebecers almost always say une auto for a car. It's shorter, it's punchy, and it is absolutely essential local vocabulary. So hop in the auto and let me hear your best vroom vroom as we drive to the market.
Now that we've parked the auto, we get to the best part, the food. You must try these local favorites. First, une patate, which is what they call a potato in Quebec. Next, des bleuets. Those are sweet, fresh blueberries. And finally, the undisputed king of Canadian food, du sirop d'érable, maple syrup. You have to practice saying that one, especially since pouring sweet sirop d'érable over absolutely everything is a true Quebec tradition.
And this brings us to our last big vocabulary secret for today. If you're thirsty after eating all those bleuets and patates, ask for un breuvage instead of a boisson like they do in France. In Quebec, a drink is un breuvage. You might say, j'ai soif, je veux un breuvage. I'm thirsty, I want a drink.
Look at that. Bravo! Fini! You did it. You've reached the end of our explainer. You have successfully learned how to say hello, count your fingers, name your colors, brave the winter, and order maple syrup, all using authentic Quebec French. So go practice your new words from the board today, and I'll leave you with this final important question. Using your new vocabulary, who are you going to proudly say au revoir to today? À la prochaine!